Hey everyone, we've got an independent drama here for you today, and it's from a familiar name. Usually we see him in front of the camera, and this time he is in front of the camera, but also behind the camera. Director Robert Lasardo brings us American Trash, giving the story of Millis, who is a fan of Manson. But he also has a soft heart, and he goes about cleaning up the woods area where he picks up litter and trash and such, and tries to keep the area, at least by the cave where Manson hid out, clean. And he runs across paths with Melissa, and Melissa and Millis really hit it off with one another. But when Melissa one day goes missing, Millis starts diving into those inner demons he thought he buried in order to try to find the woman he loves, finding inspiration from someone who you may not want inspiration from usually. And that's, I know, a little vague to put it, but yeah, American Trash, Robert Lasardo really giving us this dramatic movie and getting to show those acting chops that we know he has with the Millis character. I've always loved his performances, and to see him in a dramatic, non-genre role like this was impressive and surprising, especially doing both duty of directing and starring, and I thought he did very well, and he has a wonderful chemistry with Lorelei Linklater, who plays Melissa. Very interesting character for her as well. Two unusual people that you're not going to be quite sure how you should feel about them. But I like that because they both are fans of Manson, and you're like, how can you connect or feel anything for people who you know, but they pull certain elements from Manson's speeches and his interviews and such, and it's just an interesting layer that you don't normally see in a romance, right? So it makes it a little tough to get connected with these characters, but you eventually do, because it's their feelings for each other that I think will connect the audience more so than their fandom. Now, it doesn't mean that their fandom to Manson to where they're like recreating his kills or anything, or his cult kills, but it's interesting to see them give a different perspective on a person like that. Now, Gigi Gustin shows up as Mandy. We've seen her in Garden of Eden, and That's a Wrap. It was great to see her here as well again, in a more dramatic role, and effective role. And yeah, we also get Costas Mandylor in here, who we saw in Taboo Family Secrets, last film of theirs we reviewed, and here they're playing a detective along with Tom Sizemore, making a short appearance in here as Detective Kelly. It was bittersweet seeing Tom on screen, but he does get this moment in here where a very touching moment with Mandy, who is Melissa's sister. So yeah, I mean, there's an interesting dynamics amongst all these characters. It is a drama, though, character-driven piece, so while we have a lot of locations, there's not nothing really flashy here exactly, but it is effective in this connections you feel with these characters, and struggling maybe a little bit to feel for them. But I think it's one of those to where one outweighs the other, and when you see how their fandom with Manson actually connects these two, it's a very unusual feeling to have. Now, I do wish it was a little bit shorter, and it does move at a very steady but not exactly fast pace. There is a great way that they handle a certain situation in here. I thought Robert Lasardo really did well in portraying what happened without actually showing what's happening in certain scenes. And I thought that's very effective because it lets things, your mind kind of put things together through that and through a dialogue that comes through as well. So yeah, overall, Robert Lasardo showing he can direct as well as act for one of his first films that I've seen him direct. I think this is an effective drama, but it is for dramatic folks. If you're expecting for more of kind of the genre action film that you may be used to seeing Robert in, you may be a little disappointed. But if you're looking for a solid indie drama with high production value and interesting characters and some solid performances, American Trash should be on your list. So there you have it, folks. If you have seen this, I'd love to hear your thoughts on it. Please like, subscribe, bells and whistles and all that here so we can get to 6,000 subscribers before the end of the year. Can only do that with your help. I appreciate the support. And until next time, as always, keep that ticket stub.